Today is Monday, and I'm going to go over with you guys how to trade supply and demand zones for my supply and demand smart money fair value gap strategy. And the first thing I'm going to say today is I'm not going to show you the trade until I talk about this. So the first thing I do before I even look for trades is I go on to Forex Factory, and then I set my settings up to orange and red folders because, well, you need volatility to trade smart money because most people don't understand who smart money actually is in the Forex market specifically, because there's other markets and there's different types of people that are considered smart money. So in the Forex market, the people that are smart money are the banks and institutions, right? And that's why we have Forex news. And then the people that make this news are the banks and institutions, and they make these news through monetary policy, like GDP, economic health data, interest rate shifts, bank statements, all that stuff, okay? So what you should do is, like I said, set it to only orange and red. And like, for example, if today was Friday, like I'm going to show you what I did. I noticed that, okay, there's CAD news, USD news, Euro news, and then what you'll do is you'll go back onto trading view, and then you're going to actually, instead of choose your own custom pairs, you're going to have like 7 to 8 pairs. And then what you're going to do is you're going to trade only the pairs that have news coming up. So your watch list should essentially be the Forex majors, basically all USD, New Zealand USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD. Those simple pairs, Euro USD, yeah, all those are simple. They call them the major Forex pairs. You only want to have the major Forex pairs, and the reason I say that is because you don't want to have analysis paralysis when you have so many pairs, and essentially when there's US dollar news, it's moving the same currency on all these pairs, and it's just confusing. So what I like to do is I like to do what I just said, and then what I did on Friday was I was mainly focused on the US dollar news because that's the most read, as well as Canada. And so I chose USD JPY. Now, you can either trade before the news or after the news. So meaning if I have news at 10 a.m. like it says, or at 8:30 a.m., I will look for a setup before 8:30 a.m. when I wake up in the morning. But if I don't find anything, that's fine too. I just wait until after the news because the news simply moves the market. And if it moves the market, I notice a lot of times there will be demand or a large amount of demand or supply, especially if I have it set to only volatile news. Okay? And then I noticed that after the news, there is always a correction in the market. Every time there's news, there's always a correction in the market. So on Friday, we had US dollar news, and it caused this drop right here on US dollar JPY. Why? Because the US dollar currency had news, not Japan. And the result of that was it came back, and I tapped into this fair value gap, and I entered this trade. And my take profit was, let me go on to 15 minutes so you guys can see the full thing here. All right, so my take profit was this low from the news, and this was about 93 pips. Now you're saying, oh, that's me. It's really simple, guys. When there's news, it creates this large amount of unhealthy price action, and the only news that can create this unhealthy price action is the red and orange news, not the yellow news. That's just medium impact, because this is volatility, and we need volatility to actually make good trades, right? So what you want to do is, once the news, if you want to start out, wait for after the news to trade, and then look for your setup. Okay, so you didn't miss anything because there's always a correction. Write that down. There's always a correction after the news. Okay, so essentially, let's say this black, like I said, this black candle right here was the news, right? That created a new trading range. My trading range is this high and this low because it created this new low. And then what I want to do is, if you're selling, obviously, okay, there's the gap. But if you're selling, you want to sell on the top part of the range, the premium part of the range. That's what it's called. Because when you're trading in a range. Like when you're taking sell trades or buy trades, you want to find market structure and then a range. So your market structure would look like, if you were trading a sell trade, we have a high, low, a high, low. These little areas in between the highs and lows are what's called your ranges. And in those ranges, we identify our highs and lows and mark them up. And if we're selling, we want to, let's say, draw a line in the center of these two black lines, right? And we'll even change it to a different color, okay? That line represents the equilibrium in price, the balance of price. And so if you're selling, you want to sell at a higher price than a lower price, because if we look to the right here, the higher we go up the range that I just drew, the higher the price is on the pips, like on the price, 145.408. So we want to trade at a higher price range if we're selling, rather than sell at a discount, because if you try to sell at the bottom, what happens? You may get tapped out and it may go back before going back down. Okay? So the same thing can be applied when you're going in up structure. You want to buy in the bottom. When you're looking to take a buy trade, you want to buy in the bottom of the trade, towards the bottom, the discount. So the top of the range is where you sell. That's called the premium, and the bottom of the range is called discount. Okay, so when you're buying, you're looking to sell at premium prices, and when you're when you're buying, you're looking to sell at discount prices, and when you're selling, you're looking to sell at premium prices. Okay, and that's what I did here. I took a sell trade at a premium price, because if we divide this range, my entry was at the top part of the range rather than bottom. Okay, and so this is the simple strategy I have for you. Go to Forex Factory, or use whatever one you guys use. This is the one I use. I know it's basic. Go to your settings here. You can go to a filter, where I'm clicking right here on the green icon to your upper right. Click on that green filter and type in everything. Let everything be selected but the gray. But the yellow, because the yellow is the low impact news. We want it to only show us relevant news, because we're trading smart money concepts. So today, we're going to go zoom into today. Today, we had Swiss franc news at 2:30 a.m. And a lot of you guys say, well, what if I'm not up at 2:30? And that's fine. You don't have to trade before, like I said, trading before the news. If the news is too early for you in your schedule, you have to pick a session, because there's the London session, which is from 3 a.m. to 11 p.m. or 11:30, I believe. And the New York session is from, I think it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the Asian session is 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. And so you have to choose a session based on your time zone that works for you. So if you wake up early in the morning, it'll be good to probably trade the London session, and even other pairs that aren't in the London session, you want to get in before the news happens, because the news is telling you what's already happened. And then there's a correction. There's either a correction, or you can identify your setup before it happens. But if you're a new trader, the best advice I have for you is to master market structure. Not master, but it takes a long time to master anything. Is to learn market structure to the point where it works for you. So a tip I would have for you is for your structure on Forex, start at the 15-minute time frame and then go up. You can start the 15-minute time frame, then zoom out with your mouse, and then this will be your structure here. Or you can go to the 1 hour. We're on UJ. There we go. So the reason why you're like, okay, so why did you sell if price broke the structure? The reason I did not sell if price, because I know a lot of people, when price breaks structure, you'll literally buy right away. The reason I did not buy here is because, for me personally, I need 2 highs and 2 lower lows, 2 lower highs and 2 lower lows for confirmation. Just because we had this break of structure doesn't necessarily mean that the trend is shifting upwards. It could mean, but for me, this is still considered a downtrend, okay? Because I have more highs and lows confirming a downtrend here than up here. And yes, I could be wrong, but for me, I notice most of the time that works. And even if I was wrong, it will probably come down here and tap into all this imbalance down here before even going up, because there's liquidity down here, okay? So number one is learn market structure. Start on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the 1 hour for your market structure. Zoom all the way out and identify your current highs and lows. Start from the right to left. And then what you're going to do is choose 7 to 8 pairs on your watch list, like I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, excluding the Bitcoin and the dollar index. Choose these. These are just major normal pairs, okay? NZD, USD, Euro USD, I guess Euro GBP isn't, but everything else I have here is just the regular FX majors, okay? So what you're going to do is have all these on your, don't have too many pairs, just have as much as I have, okay? And then go on Forex Factory and look up orange and red folders. Like if tomorrow is Tuesday, because today is Monday, okay, so at 2 a.m. I have GBP news, at 8:30 a.m. I have Canadian news, okay? So what does that mean? For me, I'm going to go on the chart now that I know that and prepare for tomorrow and look for potential GBP and CAD setup. So I would deselect the pairs I have now, and then I would switch over to pairs that have the currency that's actually going to move and has news. Only trade pairs that have news coming up. That's the biggest thing I have for you guys. So the GBP, we said, CAD here. Let's select the pair we have CAD. Okay, so I only have one pair with CAD in it, and that's fine, because if I have a bunch of pairs with the same currency in it, you're gonna go through what's called analysis paralysis, and we don't want that. So just keep the USD CAD here for that CAD pair, and then I select that, and then I'm going to be only looking today at these two pairs for potential sit-ups. Why? Because these are the pairs that actually have news coming up, and that's how I trade, and that's why I won this trade and other past trades in the Discord. And if you guys want to connect with me, my Instagram is dynasty_wolves, WOLVES. I do have a Discord. I don't charge $100 or hundreds of dollars for my Discord server. I don't charge monthly. I don't have a course. My Discord just has members within it that share the same mindset. I do have my strategy separated in private videos in the Discord, but I don't really believe in courses, because I mean, courses are cool, but I want you guys to actually have help after you watch the course, okay? I don't want you guys to just watch some course and not have any questions answered, no help. So I created this to be a part of one community. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm not going to gatekeep the price. I'm going to tell you what the price is. It's $49, okay? It's $49 to get in. If you don't have that, then you shouldn't be trading. And if you just don't happen to have that now, that's fine. There's plenty of free information on my YouTube channel and on my pages, because I make reels almost every single day. And you can also just message me and I'll give you some tips too. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys found value in this video, and peace.